Ever wondered how the Quad alliance, composed of the United States, India, Australia, and Japan, came into being? Well, let's take a step back, about 25 years ago. The concept of Quad seemed as improbable as a snowball in the Sahara. Why? Because back then, India and the United States were politically aligned with entirely different countries. Their interests, their alliances, their diplomatic strategies were fundamentally different. It was as if they were playing chess on separate boards. Then enter Shinzo Abe, Japan's former prime minister, a man of vision and diplomatic acumen. Abe saw potential where others saw chasms. He played a critical role in promoting the idea of Quad, a diplomatic alliance that would unite the United States, India, Australia, and his homeland, Japan. But it wasn't just about bringing these countries together. It was about aligning their interests, their goals, and their strategies. It was about creating a unified front in an increasingly fragmented world. Abe's work didn't stop there. Recognizing the importance of strong bilateral relations for a successful multilateral alliance, he set out to improve Japan's ties with India. This was a strategic move as India was on a trajectory of rapid economic growth and gaining global influence. Abe's efforts were met with success. His diplomatic finesse combined with India's rising economic might led to the improbable becoming reality. The Quad was born. But the birth of Quad was just the first step in a long and complex journey. Its survival and growth would depend on the collective efforts of its member countries and their shared vision for a free and open Indo-Pacific region. So the birth of Quad owes much to Shinzo Abe's diplomatic finesse and India's economic rise. A testament to the power of vision, diplomacy, and economic growth, Quad's birth is a fascinating tale of international relations and strategic alliances. Did you know that Quad was almost killed by the US itself? Yes, quite the plot twist, isn't it? In a surprising turn of events, the United States, one of the founding members of Quad, nearly led to its demise. It was during the tenure of President Barack Obama that the focus shifted towards the G2 concept. This concept was a proposed informal special relationship between the United States and China, the world's two most powerful economies. The focus on this bilateral relationship, however, threatened the existence of Quad. Obama's stance towards Quad was, to put it mildly, lukewarm. The lack of interest from the United States, coupled with a rather weak foreign policy during that time, hindered the progress of Quad. It seemed like the group was on the brink of falling apart. But as they say, when one door closes, another opens. Enter Japan, another founding member of Quad. Imagine a phoenix rising from the ashes. That's Quad for you. Just as the mythical bird is reborn from its own demise, the Quadrilateral Security Dialogue, or Quad, found a way to rebound and re-establish itself despite facing near extinction under the Obama administration. This revival came about in large part due to India's economic ascension and its strategic partnership with Japan. As India emerged as a significant player on the global stage, it found an ally in Japan, a nation that recognized the potential of this burgeoning economic power. This partnership wasn't merely a diplomatic handshake, it was a bond cemented by significant financial support from Japan for various infrastructure projects in India. Japan's investment in India was emblematic of a greater desire for unity and cooperation in the Indo-Pacific region. This financial backing was more than just a token of goodwill. It was a strategic move aimed at fostering a stronger relationship between the two nations. This alliance provided a much-needed boost to Quad, injecting new life into the group that was once on the verge of dissolution. The renewed vigor of Quad was palpable. What once seemed like an unlikely concept was now turning into a reality. The group, initially viewed with skepticism, was gaining traction and proving its critics wrong. The strategic partnership between India and Japan was not just about economic growth. It was about shared values, mutual respect, and a common vision for a free and open Indo-Pacific region. The revival of Quad was a testament to the tenacity and vision of its member nations, particularly Japan and India. It was also a reminder that alliances can shift, and what once seemed unlikely can become a reality with the right leadership, vision, and strategic partnerships. This resurgence was a clear message to the world that Quad was here to stay. It was no longer a mere concept or an idea, it was a potent force in the geopolitical landscape. Quad, once doubted, was now gaining momentum, with Japan and India at its core. Every alliance has its challenges and potential. Quad is no exception. Let's start with the challenges. The United States, one of the four pillars of Quad, has been somewhat ambivalent toward the group in the past. This stems from a period of weak foreign policy, where the focus was more on bilateral relations, particularly with China, rather than quadrilateral initiatives. This lack of interest in Quad and the absence of a clear vision for its role in the Indo-Pacific region caused a significant hindrance to its progress. But challenges often come with opportunities. And Quad, despite its initial hurdles, has a pivotal role to play in the current geopolitical scenario. One of its primary functions is to counterbalance China's assertiveness in the Indo-Pacific region. With the growing economic and military might of China, the importance of a strategic alliance like Quad has never been more evident. Now, let's talk about potential. Quad isn't just a geopolitical alliance, it's also a platform for collaboration and progress. The group has initiated several projects in sectors like technology and infrastructure. These initiatives are not only vital for the member nations, but also for the overall development of the Indo-Pacific region. Take technology, for instance. With the increasing influence of digital technologies in our lives, Quad's focus on technological collaboration holds immense potential. It could pave the way for innovations that benefit not just the four nations, but the world at large. Similarly, infrastructure development is another area where Quad has shown potential. Infrastructure projects, often backed by Japanese financial support, have strengthened the strategic partnership between the member nations, particularly between India and Japan. In conclusion, Quad, like any other alliance, has faced its share of challenges, but with strategic vision, steadfast commitment, and cooperative initiatives, it has shown great promise. The future of Quad, therefore, is not just about maintaining balance in the Indo-Pacific region, but also about fostering growth and development for its member nations and beyond. Quad, despite its challenges, has shown great potential in shaping the Indo-Pacific region. What does the future hold for Quad? Let's delve into that. The future of this strategic alliance is intriguing, and it largely rests on the shoulders of the leadership and vision of the United States. As one of the key players, the U.S. has the ability to steer the Quad in the right direction, and its commitment to this partnership will be crucial. The Quad alliance is more than just a political strategy. It carries the potential to reshape the geopolitical landscape of the Indo-Pacific region. The group has already initiated various projects in sectors such as technology and infrastructure, showcasing its potential and impact in the region. This, however, is just the beginning. The U.S., with its global influence and resources, can play a pivotal role in strengthening this alliance. A strong, committed leadership from the U.S. can help the Quad navigate through challenges and maximize its potential. The U.S. can help foster a sense of unity and purpose among the Quad nations, ensuring that the alliance stays strong and relevant. However, it's not all about the U.S. The other Quad nations, Japan, India, and Australia, also have significant roles to play. They can contribute their unique strengths to the partnership, helping the Quad emerge as a formidable force in the Indo-Pacific region. Japan's financial prowess, India's rising economy, and Australia's strategic location can all be leveraged to enhance the effectiveness of the Quad. In the end, the future of the Quad depends on the harmonious collaboration of these four nations. They need to work together, aligning their visions and interests, to ensure that the Quad remains a significant player in the Indo-Pacific region. The future of Quad is in the hands of its leaders. Its potential impact on the Indo-Pacific region is immense, and the world is watching. The Quad has the capability to bring about a shift in the balance of power in the region, and its success or failure will have far-reaching implications. It's a fascinating story, and we are all eager to see how it unfolds.